Hello, my beautiful plant people, and how are you doing today? I hope you are great. I am doing wonderful. It's a gorgeous day here again in Ontario, Canada, and it's the weekend, so we're already winning. So, for those of you who are new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Nikki, and this is my channel, Plants, Pots, and Whatnots. And to all of my gluttons for punishment who just can't get enough and keep coming back for more, thank you so much. Is it amazing? It is amazing to see you, and I am so glad that you keep coming back. So, today's the day, folks, that we start the Philodendron collection tour of all of my philodendrons. So as I was collecting, originally I thought maybe I'd have to break it into 2 videos because I do know that I have quite a substantial collection of philodendrons. But as I was kind of collecting them, I was like, I said to Jordan, I'm like, I might actually have to make 3 videos because that's 4. 3. Learn how to do simple math. Or count. Anyway. So yeah, I might actually have to make 3 because I have about 10 sitting here right now, and we all know that Nikki likes to yammer. So if I get yammering too long, then that's not going to be good for anyone. So it might be like maybe 3 20-minute videos. That's kind of my goal at this point. So this video will be posting on Sunday. So you're watching this, I'm sure you already figured that out. And then I'm hoping on Wednesday to have my soil video out, and then next Friday will be part 2, and then I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put out on Sunday, next Sunday just yet, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Anywho, why don't we just get started, because I have a feeling it's going to be a long one. So let's just jump in. Shut up, Nikki. Okay, so I don't even know where to start. I have 2 smaller ones here that are sitting right in front of me, so I think we'll just start with those and then get them out of the way. I just gathered a whole bunch here on my table that I had just cleaned off, by the way, and got my house immaculately spotless, and now my table's covered in plants again. That's great. So I think I'll start with the smallest philodendron. I think this is the smallest one that I have. And then we'll just kind of work our way around the stuff that I have on the table, and we'll see how long that takes. Yeah. So without further ado, let's just stop talking, Nikki. Okay. So my first philodendron that I would like to show you is my adorable, teeny tiny little Burl Marks Fantasy. So there he is. He's just little, teeny weeny, super cute. So these guys start out with these really little leaves. But just as of lately, I've actually run across a couple photos, videos of people who have a larger specimen. If I can find a photo, I'll put it in here of what they look like when they get a little bit more mature. Really, really beautiful plant. It was growing really, really well in my greenhouse, but I decided to pull it out and actually pot it up because the roots were actually pretty good. It hasn't grown a new leaf yet since it's been out. However, it hasn't been out that long. But I'm hopeful because it's soup's cute. I had somebody make fun of me about that once. That's okay. I have broad shoulders. Anyway, yeah, so that is my first one. I have him on this little piece of wood here, and I'm hoping he'll just kind of like attach and just like work his way up. I think that would be cute. Okay, that is my first one, my Philodendron Burl Marks Fantasy. Let's move on to number 2. Okay, my second one is a little bit bigger. This is a beautiful plant, and probably, if I could think of like 2 philodendrons that you'd want to like mush together, this is definitely the product of those 2 plants, and it is stunning. So this plant is a Philodendron Majestic. So this beautiful baby is a cross between the Philodendron Varicosum and the Philodendron Soderoy. So you take this beautiful silvery beautifulness and then you combine it with this gorgeous veining and red backing, and you have a beautiful silvery red back veiny plant. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Anyway, absolutely stunning plant. It is growing so nicely, and I just love the color on that leaf. Look at that. You can see the reddish tint. Let me turn it around here. You can kind of get those varicosum vibes, but then you've got like this silveriness on the front. I'm not sure if that's coming off. I can't really see from here. But just a beautiful plant. So I got this one in a trade from a local Instagram friend of mine, and I am not disappointed. It grows so well, and it is beautiful. So I can't wait to see it get these big, huge, massive leaves. It is absolutely stunning when it's mature. So that is plant number 2, or philodendron number 2, the Philodendron Varicosum crossed with the soderoy, also known as the Philodendron Majestic. So pretty. Okay, the next one is sitting right beside me here, and I keep feeling like I'm gonna knock it, so let's do this one next. So this one I got about 1.5 years ago maybe, and this guy took a while to grow, but it had a fairly immature, I'll just kind of turn this way. It had a fairly immature root system, but it has gotten a handle on that. It has grown a decent root system. We have it in some good light now, and it is starting to grow. So this is my Philodendron atabapa, and otherwise known, and Jordan calls it the BAP, because he just likes to say BAP. If you've been around a while and watched the video where I open this, that will make a lot of sense to you. Anyway, these plants are absolutely stunning. Let me get you in there and show you the leaves. So they have a very soft look to them. I'm not sure if that's coming off or not. See what I mean? They just look very soft. Like, not soft to the touch, but like the color is soft. I'm hoping that makes sense. I just absolutely love how the leaves look. And then the coolest part is the backs of these leaves. And let me see if I can, look at that. The backs of the leaves are this beautiful burgundy or maroon, and then they have that bright green vein down the back. They're just beautiful plants. So these guys will get quite long leaves, and these little lobes will get pretty substantial. Anyway, I don't have, this is definitely by no means a mature plant. It was, like I said, stunted for a little while, and it's just started putting out some new growth. There's his newest leaf right there. It's trying to focus, like, I don't know on what. Anyway, not too much more to say about that, but this guy is a climber. Super easy to take care of. Doesn't require a whole lot. It's not real picky about humidity and that kind of thing. It's quite happy in 45 to 50% humidity and like medium light. So that is that, guys. That is my Philodendron atabapa. Okay, it is warm in here. Okay, so this next guy you saw semi-recently. If you saw my leaf cleaning video, you have seen this one, but it is so beautiful, and it has a new leaf unfurling already. So that is even more exciting. So, oh, okay. So this is my Philodendron bronze, and this is a cross between a Philodendron pedatum and a Philodendron black cardinal. So black cardinal here, Philodendron pedatum here, Mix the two of them and you have this beautiful, see if I can show you, this gorgeous bronzy looking leaf. It is just gorgeous. The stems are this beautiful like dark fungus gnat, this beautiful dark burgundy color, and when they come in, see if I can show you this, they come in this bright pink, and then the leaves are like a bronzy orange. I don't want to play with him too much, but they're just beautiful, beautiful plants. And these guys you're just starting to kind of see on the scene now. And I think people are starting to realize how absolutely beautiful these plants are and seeking them out. So I was really lucky to get this one in a trade with John from John Sutherland. He has a channel here on YouTube, and he is out of Quebec, Canada. So yeah, so that is my fourth. We're gonna have counting issues again today. So that is my fourth philodendron that I wanted to show you, my Philodendron bronze. She's pretty. Okay, moving on to, I'm not even gonna count the next one because I'm just eventually gonna get all screwed up. Okay, so the next one I have, is a little top heavy because I just put it on a pole. But this is my Philodendron Pastazanum Silver. So this guy, let me try to get you in close there for, look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? So Pastazanums, when they get larger, they get these very, what I like to refer to as pillowy leaves. They just look very voluptuous, like you just want to like sleep on them or something. Anyway, and they're just absolutely beautiful. So when you add a bunch of that, you know, beautiful silvery soderoy-esque markings, it just makes for an absolute stunner. So these guys are a climber. We do have a new leaf coming in. Oh, we can see that right there. This plant grows very, very quickly. I'm always impressed at how fast the new leaves come out after the last one opens, and I absolutely love that. Everybody loves a good plant that throws out leaves quickly. They're just much more rewarding, and for a plant to be this beautiful and grow like that, what more can you ask for? Anywho, so that is the next plant. That is my Philodendron Pastazanum Silver. She's a pretty girl. Okay, we're gonna move back to a couple smaller ones, and then we'll move back to some larger ones. So the next one, this one's easier to show you. I do have a larger version of this, but it's a little unstable on its pole right now, so I'd rather not move it if I can help it. But this, so I actually have 3 of these right now. I have my large one that is currently, I am trying to air layer it so that I can chop the top off. If you saw Wednesday's video, you've seen that plant, but this is my Philodendron melanocrism, or one of them. So there she is. She's just tiny. There's her and all of her leaves. She's pretty, except that leaf got a little stuck, which happens a lot. This new one, it looks like it might happen. I'm gonna have to spray it again. Anyway, in my experience, maybe it's just the actual plant, the genes of the plant that I got, but I've heard this from some other people as well, that they are notorious for getting their leaves stuck, and the petiole from the leaf that's coming out kind of bends a little bit. You can see it right here at the top, hopefully. Can you see that? And then it actually pokes the petiole right through the leaf that's trying to come out. I'm hoping you can actually see that. Anyways, so what I do to kind of combat that is you really, really need to stay on top of them. And I actually spray the new leaf at least twice a day, if I remember to. just to kind of lubricate it a little bit so that it's more easy, so that it is more easily able to pop out of there and doesn't really like stick too much. There's no resistance, and that really has helped get some of these leaves that are not damaged. So if you're having a problem with your melanocrism and it is sticking and poking its petiole through its leaf, then definitely give that a try. I didn't quite, this one was starting to stick, and I actually just touched the tip of it. It was such a gentle touch, and it actually ripped the leaf, so that was actually my fault. But anyway, they're an absolutely gorgeous plant. When these plants get big, they get huge and stunning. Here's a photo of a mature Philodendron melanocrism, and oh, I cannot wait. I'm hoping that eventually it will grow out of this issue, like once the leaves get a little bit bigger, but I'm not sure. But I'm crossing my fingers and toes. Anyway, so that is one of my Philodendron melanocrism plants. So pretty. Okay, so this next guy is one that I am so looking forward to getting big because it is beautiful. So I showed you the Philodendron majestic, and if you recall, it is a cross between a varicosum and a soderoy. So this is the Philodendron soderoy. So this is what they look like when they're mature. I am living for it. So right now this guy is just tiny. The last leaf actually snapped off, which really broke my heart, but it does have a new one coming in here. But there is just her tiny little leaf. So these plants get so beautiful. They have this perfect heart shape and just so much silver, kind of like the amount of silver that you would see on like a Scindapsus exotica, maybe more. They're just beautiful. Anyways, so this one I also got in a trade, and I am so excited for this guy to get big because they're just so pretty. But yeah, not much else to say. I haven't had it long enough to ramble on about it too long. Lucky you. So that's about all I have to say. So that is my Philodendron soderoy. Little baby. It's so cute. He's so cute. So cute. Now let's move on to a bigger one. Gotta clear some space. Okay. Woo. So this, hang on, I gotta move back. Come here, baby. This is my Philodendron White Princess. So there is, here, I'll get you in for a close-up here first. So there is one of the newest leaves. You can see they have these gorgeous chunks of white, and it's just beautiful variegation. So these guys are similar to a Philodendron Pink Princess, but whereas you would normally get pink, obviously with the Pink Princess, these ones throw the white variegation. Now the coolest thing about these plants that I really love, and I'm going to try to get you in for a close-up here. So check out these stems. They are so pretty. They have these, can you see them? Hold on, turn a little bit this way. So they almost have like a pink running up the stem. Is it showing on that side? Yeah, you can kind of see it right through here. Is it coming off? Hopefully. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful. And so I picked these guys up. So this plant is super easy to take care of. This is another plant that I do spray. Actually, a lot of my philodendrons, I will spray the new leaves when they're starting to come out of the sheaths. I do it with my Pink Princess as well so that they don't stick. And they just seem to unfurl nicer instead of getting this type of look, if you can see that. It just gets a little weird. and that's just from sticking. So I try to avoid that by spraying it, and it usually works great. But a very easy plant to take care of. Now, here's the thing you're all gonna hate me for. So I picked up, there's actually 2 plants in this pot. I picked both of them up last year at a nursery here locally, and they were $9.99 each, $9.99 Canadian each. So now you're probably looking at a substantial amount more than that. I have seen a plant with like 4 leaves going for well over $200-300. So I just got so lucky to get one, and I am so glad I bought 2. So what I'm actually gonna do, I think, is use one to propagate, and so that I can share it with my friends that weren't fortunate enough to score a deal like I did. And then I'll keep the other one for my own personal collection. But it's a beautiful plant. If you can get your hands on one, they're super easy. Mine grows like a weed. It's throwing out, now I do have 2 plants, but each plant throws out at least a leaf every 3 to 4 weeks, which is amazing. And they're just honestly a really beautiful and rewarding plant to grow. So anyway, that is my Philodendron White Princess. She's pretty. All right, we will set her back here. Not that you can see her, but okay, moving along. Now this is, I think we're only gonna get about a third of the way through my collection today. I have so many more than this, but you know, time. I also have, I'm going to visit some family today, and then we're bringing Jordan's mother back here to have a night with us. I don't know if many of you know, but unfortunately a month ago we lost Jordan's dad, which was devastating for our family. He was such an amazing person. I loved him so much. The first time that he met me, he just welcomed me into their family and just said, you know, like, Nikki, you're home, you know, and it was like just such an amazing thing. He was a wonderful, wonderful man, and we all miss him very much. So we try to have his mom here as often as we can to, you know, to get her out of the house. And she's just such an amazing woman. We have drinks together and we laugh so much. And so anyway, I'm not sure why I told you that, but I definitely owe his dad a lot. His dad was one of my biggest fans, always supported me, and he was just a very special, special guy. So anyways, I will move on, but yeah, okay. Sorry, get all sentimental, but anyway, so the next plant that I have here, this is my Philodendron fibrosum. So let me get you in. Look at these leaves, they're so pretty. So this plant is gorgeous. This plant is one that gets extremely hairy petioles. Now this one is a juvenile, so they don't have a whole lot of fuzz just yet. If you can see those, maybe. I don't even know. Nikki, get it together. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, it doesn't have a whole lot of fuzz just yet, but they do get pretty fuzzy, so they're not for everybody. I know some people get a little triggered when they see the super fuzzy petioles, but these leaves get beautiful heart shape, just a gorgeous, gorgeous leaf, and they're kind of like a matte. They're not like super shiny, and they're just really, really pretty. Very sturdy plant, grows really well. I would say they kind of have a growth pattern similar-ish, but not quite as crazy, similar to the burl marks. Yeah, but not quite as hectic. But if you see here, they kind of have that same sort of growth pattern. So this is one plant, but it is kind of stemmed into 2. So I've got this growth point coming from this way. You can see there's a new little leaf coming on this side, and then there's another one over here. So this side of the plant is a little bit more mature, so we're seeing larger, more mature leaves from that side. But super easy plant to grow, like really low maintenance, doesn't require any special care. Humidity, you know, 45–50% is great. Of course, all of these plants appreciate higher humidity, so typically my home sits between 50 and 60%, you know, depending on the day and the time of year and that kind of thing. But beautiful plant, highly recommend this plant, especially for newer collectors. Anyway, so that is that one. And yeah, my Philodendron fibrosum. Oh, okay, I had to put my hair up because it was getting really warm. Much better now. Okay, so I have 4 more to show you in this video, and then, like I said, watch out for 2 more videos. I do have a lot more philodendrons and some pretty big, gorgeous ones as well. So watch out for those 2 next videos. If you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and give me a follow over there. That is where I usually give you, you know, hey, this is coming out here, or those kinds of things. So here is my Instagram handle. Make sure you're following me over there for all of those kinds of updates. I'm going to try to get better with posting in the community tab, because like I said, I've said in other videos, I know the 2 audiences aren't exactly the same. So anyways, for all of that kind of stuff, if you do have Instagram and utilize Instagram, follow me over there. I post all kinds of weird, random things over there. Okay, so let's get through these last 4. Because I think that's all we're going to have time for today. I'm sure this video is already going to be longer than 20 minutes. So this big guy is my Philodendron squamofurum, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I'm gonna have to, oh lady, you're big. Okay, so this guy is super cool. So the leaves are this, you know, Florida beauty shaped kind of look, or the Florida ghost sort of look. But the cool thing about this plant is they get these crazy hairy petioles. If you can see those, they're pretty wild, and I like them because they kind of fade from like a red to a green, if you can see that. I know that's having a hard time showing this to you here. I'm hoping that's focusing. Anyway, so this guy is really starting to get big. I got this guy about a year ago from Kristen at Sweet Life Flora. It did take a little time to get going, but once it did, she just started spitting out all of these gorgeous leaves, and every leaf gets a hairier and hairier petiole, which is so amazing. This is one of those things where when I have people over for the first time that aren't really plant people, it's one of the things that I kind of point out, and I'm like, you know, touch it. And it's just, it's so weird to the touch. And it took me a while to get used to, because as somebody who, you may or may not know, I am extremely arachnophobic. For those who don't know, that is, I am deathly afraid of spiders. Like, it's a problem. I stayed in a bathroom once for over 2 hours because there was a spider on the door. So, that, I know, but you know what? It's our minds. It's a mind thing. Anyway, so it is what it is. Anyway, so it did take me a little while to get used to the fuzziness of these petioles, because they do kind of represent or remind me of, you know, like a tarantula leg, which is horrifying. But once you kind of get used to them, they're not so bad, and they really are beautiful and very unique. Yeah, so that is my Philodendron squamofurum fuzzy petiole. Okay, let's move on to the third last plant. Okay, I will show you this one next. So this is a plant that I got as just a tiny, it was just a recent import, and it was just a seedling when I got it. but it has grown really, really well. So when I first got it, it just had these small leaves. It did arrive to me with root rot, but we got that taken care of. It is looking much better. It threw out, this leaf is a little bit, it's got like the spagmoss. Anyway, oh, sorry, this is the Philodendron esmeraldance. I don't even remember if I said that or not. Anyway, so there is its biggest leaf. So this was the first leaf to come out in my care, which is pretty substantial when you consider the size of these leaves that it had previous. They're pretty small. And then it threw this big chonker. And then unfortunately, I had right here, you can see this little stumpy. It ended up getting way stuck right down in the cataphyll, didn't come out or anything. And so I lost that leaf, and that was about a month ago. So finally, we are getting a new leaf, and I'm really, really excited about this leaf because I'm sure it's going to be big and beautiful. So here's a photo of what these plants look like when they get mature, and they are just incredible. These big, long, like, I can't wait. Anywho, so I was so happy to find this plant. It was on my wish list. I'd been looking for it for a while, and I happened to run across it at a really decent price, so I picked it up. Again, super easy care on this guy. He is not high maintenance at all, or should I call him a she because it's an esmeraldance, which kind of sounds a little more feminine. I don't know. Anyway, super easy care. They are perfectly happy in 45 to 50% humidity, but again, like most others, they would appreciate higher humidity. These guys, I don't find a problem with these unfurling. I think that this was a fluke because of just how it's a long story. Anyway, so this leaf is not going to have a problem coming out. I don't really need to spray it. Now, I will say that I do tend to spray a lot of my philodendron leaves anyways, just because I'm a little, you know, scared about it because of my princess and my melanocrism, but not a problem. Super easy care plant. Highly recommend. Very beautiful. Okay, that's enough about that one. Let's move on to the second last one I have to show you today. So this guy is gorgeous as well. So this is also a hybrid. So this is a hybrid. So first I'll tell you what it is. So they have named this one the Philodendron Splendid. And so the Splendid is a cross between the Philodendron verrucosum and the Philodendron melanocrism. So you get this gorgeous, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So you get that velvety look from the melanocrism, but you also get this really strong veining and a slight reddish hue from the verrucosum, and it's just a stunning plant. So this is a mid-cutting from, I had a really, really big one. It was getting top heavy, and it was growing really wonky because it was top heavy. So it was like this. So I have the top cutting, which has even bigger leaves, and that's in my greenhouse right now. And this is just a mid-cutting that I had air layered and rooted, and it was doing really, really well. So it is just sitting on my shelf, but they are absolutely beautiful plants. They kind of fill the requirements of that gorgeous velvety heart-shaped leaf with the beautiful veins that we all, you know, aspire to have. Anyway, if you don't have one of these and you can get your hands on one, definitely recommend. I find they do benefit from a little bit higher humidity. I would probably keep these guys in about 50 to 60%. 55 to 60 would be ideal. Yeah, but super beautiful plant. Easy to grow otherwise. They're really good growers. Yeah. So that's, I guess, all I want to say about that one. Let's move on to my last philodendron that I want to show you today, and she is a beauty. Okay, can you see her? She's so pretty. So this is apparently one that everybody is looking for right now, and this is a Philodendron El Choco Red. These guys are beautiful. The veins are stunning. It's got that really pillowy look. It's got that red hue, and that red hue comes from the back. Now let me show you. It's not necessarily business in the front, but it is definitely party in the back. Look at that. Is that not amazing? So you have this gorgeous red with these bright green veins on the back of the leaf, and it is just beautiful. Now the other really cool part about these plants is the way that their petiole grows. So let me show you. So if we look at it from this side, the petiole looks green. Oh, goodness. Can we get a shot there? Does it look? This one's not gonna show me. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So you can see that side of the petiole is green, but if we look at this side, the petiole is red. Isn't that neat? So this is just an overall stunning and beautiful plant. I find it, for one of the more uncommon varieties of philodendron, extremely easy to take care of. Grows really nicely, rather quickly, and I mean, you can't ask for a more beautiful leaf than that. They are just absolutely stunning. I was really lucky to get my hands on this guy for a decent price. I know that they are very highly sought after, and as you know, plant prices this year are crazy already, so I'm hoping that I can get this guy to grow big enough to where I am able to propagate her and share her with, you know, friends and stuff like that. So that's the plan. Anyway, look at her. I'm just gonna sit her right there. Y'all can drool while we close. Here, let me just, there we go. Front and center. Okay, well, that's really all I had to show you today. Well, not really. I could probably sit here for another 2 hours and show you the rest, but, you know, we all have lives. So anyway, that is the collection for today. So that is part 1. Make sure that you hang out for part 2 and then part 3. Why am I having difficulty with this today? I don't know. Because there is lots more to show you, some more big, beautiful leaves that I am really, really happy with and really excited to show you. Lots more variegation, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Yeah, so I think that's about it. So, as we have been doing, and I've absolutely been loving this, if you are still here and you are members of my friends until the end, go ahead and type, oh, you know what? Let's type a red heart. Just the red heart emoji. Because I think it's appropriate. I think it's appropriate. So yeah, I would appreciate that so much. I've been having such a great time seeing all of the people that don't normally comment, because really, like I said before, not everybody has something to say, but it's nice to see the people that don't normally comment, you know, showing up and being like, I'm still here, I'm here. Anyway, I will go ahead and wrap this up because I've rambled on long enough. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for liking and watching and commenting and subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. It is a huge help to my channel and I really do appreciate it. I am really trying to get to that 10K by February 1st goal. It's a big one, but I'm hoping that we can make it. Yeah. So, I would like all of you to have an amazing and wonderful and lovely and fabulous day, night, week, month, and year. I love you all to bitty bits, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah!